Most VP lived in the Aso Villa with the president, but Shettima is taking close to the DSS. Mahmoud, I don't understand. He's taking close to the DSS. Shibisha is house that is staying. What do you mean he's taking close to the DSS? Political analyst and security expert Salihu Mahmoud has alleged that Vice President Kashim Shettima's residence outside the presidential villa restricts his ability to effectively fulfill key political and administrative functions. Why? The fact that he's living outside the Aso Rock, why is he restricting him? I don't understand. Maybe he will leave his house in the morning and go to the villa and do his job and go back home. What do you mean he's restricted? I don't understand. So because he doesn't live in Aso Rock, that is why he cannot function effectively. That's a very silly excuse. Mr. Mahmoud, that is a silly excuse. Speaking during an interview with Daily Trust, Mahmoud contrasted the current arrangement with previous administrations where vice presidents resided within the presidential complex. Ordinarily, most of the vice presidents we had, most of them, it's not all of them, Shibi, they live together in the same Aso Rock presidential villa with the president. But in this case, Shettima is taking close to the DSS. He stated, I don't understand, he's taking close to the DSS. His house is close to DSS office, okay. So what do you mean he's taking close to DSS? Anything with that? The analysts argue that Shettima lacks the level of authority exercised by previous vice presidents, particularly citing former vice president Atiku Abubakar as an example. Since when was Atiku Abubakar vice president that you're using him as example? There are certain roles Shettima supposed to play and to even control certain parastatals. We have not seen those numbers that Atiku controlled at the time. Atiku was in charge of privatization and commercialization in this country when President Obasanjo was busy making image for Nigeria abroad. That quarter of power, Shettima does not have it, Mahmoud explained. So are you advocating for Shettima? Let Shettima come and speak for himself now. Is he complaining? He doesn't seem to be bothered about it because obviously we know that he's really not functioning as the vice president. But I think he's okay with it. Why are you the one advocating for him? Did he send you? He also addressed speculation about potential changes to the vice presidential position ahead of 2027. Mahmoud noted that some governors reportedly do not align with Shettima. When he's not always smiling too, he's always frowning his face. Who wants to align with someone that is always boning his face? He noted that the rumors circulating about replacing him with Minister of Defense General Christopher Musa might be supported by APC bigwigs. Yeah. Okay now. David Oluwa says, even Monga, your dirty insinuation will not drink blood. That house had been there for VP more than 2 decades. No more subversion. Don't mind him, even if he's staying close to DSS. And so, Abraham Dancock says, why don't you go and create a place for him there and assign the same responsibility that Atiku held to him? Don't mind them. What is wrong with some of us, please? I'm telling you. Chinedu Kwancha says, because he's a terrorist, nobody would like to associate with such a person. The way he's always even frowning his face, like, okay. Well, probably he's always frowning his face and he acts as if he doesn't see anybody. They act as if they do not see him now. APC is disadvantageous to Nigerians. All flattery statements and manipulations are worthless without missing words, as orchestrated, selfishly deceit. Change is inevitable and unavoidable. Essential advantage of peaceful commitment, tolerance, practical decency, tolerance for people's comfortable convenience, hopefully in reality. Okay? Omar Sam said that is why Atiku misbehaved. Let Shettima use the power given to him. Is it a law that VP must stay in the villa? It's not. It's a presidential villa. It's not vice presidential villa. Forget that sentiment. It is unnecessary. Very, very unnecessary. Obadaya says, what of a whole Professor Yemi Oshibajo that was caged by the former director ruler Barau Buhari? Ade says, and what was the outcome of Atiku Luther's role? Looting freely and selling public properties to himself through his cronies at cheap prices. Oh. Lekon says, you are simply a lunatic analyst. What are you trying to create, of course? If Shettima complained to you, do you get? Shettima isn't even complaining, like he's okay with it. So who sent you to be his advocate? You are a nonsensical analyst. CA says their plan is to buy and take over. It's not working, then comes the useless complaint. Divide the country. Shettima can be their president for all I care. This union of unequal in Nigeria is diminishing our human potential as a nation. Case 2377 says Shettima is a vice. Knowing its antecedents and putting him in appropriate quarters is within the role of his principal. So don't start where you cannot finish. The way it's even saying is like he's staying close to DSS. What if he's staying close to DSS? McDonald says, where did Vice President Alex Ekeme lead? Vice President Atiko where? Vice President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan where? Nnamdi Sambo where? And Emo Shibajo. There is no dust, Mr. Analyst. Don't look for trouble where there is none, exactly. Oyekunle says something has already messed up this one brain, I'm telling you. Ibukolu says, so far the work is going. Let him be. Kocha Godwin says, VP Shettima not living in Aso Rock Villa with the president. Maybe his allegedly involvement with Boko Haram. He may be allegedly avoiding people not seeing him with these Boko Haram and jihadist boys together. He may be allegedly avoiding where eyes and face will not be seeing them. I don't know about that one. Allegedly, they work again. Peterson says that's because the president knows the people he is dealing with. Okay. Abdullah said, please leave General Musa alone to perform his duties as a minister than involving him in politics of sentiment and division. He said, excuse me, why some of you not are so problematic, not contented with Muslim tickets, most of you every time is a disturbing issue. If you are not complaining of INEC chairman, you will be talking about another disheartening issue. See what you cause for Nigerians. The only good thing you do for this country is giving us Boko Haram, banditry, headsmen, and kidnapping, using resources taped from any innocent region to buy AK for your men, to chase them out of their fatherland. Don't mind them. Vodex says Muslim to Muslim tickets indeed. Northerners will never learn. Never ever. Bami says TPN does not trust him, so wants him under constant surveillance. At Obodo said, the Shettima complain? I wonder. Like the Shettima complain to you? He did not complain. Richard Areshele says, please find something worthwhile to do. Don't waste readers' time. Joshua says, is this man in Nigeria? Is it Tinubu that decided the newly VP built house, or has been in the Aso Villa plan since Babangida brought the capital to Abuja? The original plans does not house them together. And again, performing function does not mean you must be in the same house exactly. You can perform your function from outside. I beg my listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.